Hello, people. Alright, so today I'm gonna tell you why reading from the book is not gonna help you, and I'm gonna show you why you shouldn't read from the book, and I'm gonna show you how you are supposed to read an oracle reading by using my intuition. Also, I'm not doing a real physical reading on a zodiac sign, a person, or myself. So therefore, you gotta understand what you understand. If you are gifted, you will understand me. No, seriously, you will. Okay? So it's not rocket science. It's not hard to predict. This is Earth Magic Oracle reading, and as usual, you know, most of the time, how I say this, I do tarot readings, but I'm empathic, clairvoyant, and all that stuff. And I'm also going to tell you some little bit of personal information as to the examples that I'm giving, so that you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay? You can read, some people like visuals. That's why I'm doing, tarot. Because I'm a visual learner. So, some people are just visuals. They like to see things, pictures and whatnot. So, anyway, I'm going to tell you a little something like, for example, you know what? My mind just went somewhere real quick. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Anyway, okay. So, why is it important, first of all, to know how to read oracle cards? Well, it's important to know how to read oracle cards because you should know that you can do an oracle card reading on yourself, just not a tarot card reading on yourself. Oracle cards are basically spiritually done. You know what I mean? It's all spiritually done. Is you're using your gifts, your talents, okay, on an everyday basis without cards, correct? Or you're listening to someone who isn't always using cards. They have a natural gift, because sometimes the cards can be just too straightforward or not enough of a what are you talking about. You don't do a tarot card reading on yourself, because as the usual psyche, which I'm not a psychic, I feel to be as though a spiritual person, being, guide, something like that. You naturally know that if a person knows something they're not supposed to know, they could cause some type of bad reaction to something that could go good for them and actually would turn out bad for them because of the decision they decided to make to change the path in their current life. So this is why you don't do it on yourself. This is why you get someone else to read for you. The only reason you could do an oracle card reading on yourself is for healing. This is all having to do with protecting yourself, one's self. Okay? You can do a prayer, meditation for yourself over an oracle card reading. I'm going to give you a prime example before I read out of the book. I have issues with family members, and I'm going to tell you, that's my mother and my father. Okay? I love them both. No, they are not together. I love them both in separate ways that, well, they seem to do things that I don't like, say things I don't like, and I still appreciate them. I respect them, and, I try to, change my lifestyle around and go a different way, and it's like no matter what, I am still a disappointment because of this, from something from 10 years ago, or I'm doing some attacking even though when things are going great. So what I decided to do was I wrote in a journal. And I will be exactly 32 years old this year, this month. And I decided to write a goodbye note to my parents in a way. But it wasn't to them. It was to the negative energy, the negative spirits, the negative effects that it was having on me. And I'm trying to create something different within myself. Okay? Be more positive, more uplifting for myself. So when I wrote the goodbye letters to them, I prayed. I prayed over it and decided, I'm going to do something else. Okay, then I used my sage and I did a separate prayer over 2 oracle cards. You usually don't do 2 oracle cards in a reading. You do 1, 3, 4, or 5, and I'll get to that part in a minute. The 2 cards that I used was Karma and I'll show you. I used ancestors, generations, because we all know, okay, that from the Bible, there were things that we did and we went against the Most High, and we all have karma for that, okay, and it's a history in your ancestors. Karma and ancestry go together. I wanted to do a family healing over my family and over any of the other families in the world that are going through something. Okay? So, I wanted to stop a backlash of bad history from, my ancestors, which brought on a karma that maybe something happened from the past. Now I'm living out the karma now, and I want to live in a good karmic energy, not this crazy shenanigans. So that's what I did, okay? And that was a prayer and meditation for myself, okay? Because it dealt with me, it dealt with my energy. This is all energy. This is all energy. If you use oracles, it's all energy. It's all spirit. Things that you do and know and see and think of or hear about without using tarot is the same thing you do with the cards. You use your energy. You use your intuition. You use that. Okay? So now I'm going to get into the lesson. Reading from the card. Rule number 1, that you do not do this, and I will tell you why. I'm going to read a little part of it because you don't need much to know much, okay? You just need to know you're learning something. All right. Use this guidebook only after you've consulted your own intuition about the significance of the cards and the card spread. Although every card has a specific theme, its meaning can shift somewhat with each situation. That also stands for tarot cards. That also stands for that. That's why you don't read for yourself with tarot cards. Okay? And that's why if you're going to do a reading and it's not a meditation, you don't read for yourself. Even with an oracle, in an oracle reading. Okay? You just don't do it. Now let's say, because like I said, some people like to know the specifics and fundamentals from the book. And then they also like to know if you also are gifted so that you can tell them something inspirational. So that's why I'm going to tell you myself and from the book what it is about reading these cards, because I had to figure it out myself and I had to learn for myself. So that's what I do. I no longer read from the book. I just read the cards in the reading as I see them. And I do other readings, and I'll tell you about my channel and how that goes at the very end of this here video. Okay, so let's say you have one card. This card is for contemplation. So let's pick a card that we can contemplate on. You may find that a particular one is your favorite, or you may intuitively know which spread to use for a specific reading. The single card spread is useful for either a quick reading about an issue or as a daily meditation. Okay? So, I here am, you know what? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. I would have used this one, Celebration Dance, but I don't want to use that one right now. And I have them in order. And since I'm not doing a regular reading, this is why I'm putting them back in order. And once this is over, then I can shuffle the cards and all that. So we have Focus. And these are the crystals. Crystal. Okay. So with this card, card number 1. Let's say I'm doing a reading, and it doesn't matter if it's upside down or not. If it's upside down, it just means something that you need to focus on for the moment. If it's upside right, it could be something that you're focusing too much on, depending on the reading, if you're doing a reading. So let's say I am doing a reading for someone, and you are that someone. So I'm doing a reading for you, and you need to focus, okay? This card, particularly number 1, always is for yourself. Anytime you pull a card, it starts with you, because it's your energy that you need to use. It's your spirit that you need to connect to, and it's your outlook. It's how you perceiving things anyway. So it starts with you, and here it goes. And it ends with you too, but you'll know that here later on. It starts with you. So like I told you in the beginning, I wanted to meditate over the cards and pray over the card that I was using for myself, to bring back in good positive energy. So let's say you don't want to do tarot. You just want to worry about oracles, and you want to do oracle readings, or you want to just know you want someone to do an oracle reading for you, because they're way much more positive than the tarot, and you get, all that energy, So anyway, let's say you tell me that you've got a lot going on, you've got a lot not going on, you've got whatever, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, and I tell you, okay, I'm going to tell you what my spirit, who is reaching out to the Most High and the other good angels, are telling me. And if this card came out, it's going to tell me that you need to focus. Okay, you need to focus. And if we were doing a video reading, I would tell you that you need to focus on that saluted island, because that's what I feel. Okay, because maybe you're focusing too much on these beautiful crystals, and that is what the issue is. Maybe it's your money, like you said. You're worrying about work, you're worrying about this and that, and maybe it's about something with your relationship, not in a good or bad way, just so much that you're not focusing on that, what you need. You're too focused on the beauty and the outer things that aren't really a main concern, and that's not what you need to be focusing on. Okay, but if these two cards go together, let's say you want, like for me, I wanted to do a family healing meditation over oracles. That's when I noticed I could look at ancestors, and the karma. That's what's going to heal this. Okay, to pray over this karma and this ancestry backlash, to remove it. Okay, do something else, get the ball rolling. Okay, and that's what you would do with, like, if you're doing a combination of something. You're not just doing family, you're doing family and healing. So that's a combination. So that would be with 2 cards in an oracle reading. Okay, so let's say you're doing a 3-card spread reading in an oracle reading. The landscape spread offers a broader picture. Okay, so we're going to put these 3 down. I'm going to move this back here. Put that there, because like I said, I don't want my cards out of order. Order. Okay, so probably not. Alright, so you got dance, celebration, dawn, and new beginnings after focus. And it's in that order. This is why I love the oracles. They're so nice. It offers a broader picture of most critical factors involved in response to your question or concern. So it also offers a timeline. What I mean by timeline is I don't mean a day, a time, a minute. It could, depending on the question, depending on the reading, it could. But when I usually do an open general reading, the timeline that I'm specifically talking about is the past, the present, and the future timeline. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so what you worry about with that's your picture. Let's say, okay, so let's finish this reading for the example, okay? So you need to focus. Once you've focused your present moment, because in the past, that's what you did, that's what you needed to do. Okay? Started with you. So now, the second you do that, and I'm breaking all this down too in parts. The second you do that, you can dance, you can celebrate, you can enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And even if you feel like you can't dance, you can't celebrate right now, it's telling you to do something right. Read, look at a book, watch a movie, eat some popping corn. Do something, okay? Because when you get to this part of it, the 3 card spread reading, this is your future. The future could be tomorrow. The future, this could be telling you to prepare yourself to dance, because the future could be next week. The future could be next month, and you got new beginnings. With the dawn, all right? You got new beginnings, so you have something new that is coming with this reading, okay? Awesome. This would be good if this was a really good reading, if this was, but it's not, so. Okay. So, alright, so, now, this is why you gotta feel with your spirit. Okay, so you get what I'm saying? You can just know that it's like, oh, okay. Now, when you're doing a 4-card spread reading, this involves relationships. And I don't mean just personal relationships. I mean business relationships. I mean, whether it's with court relationships, with a lawyer, a love relationship, or relationships with your family, friends, co-workers, co-eds. You get what I'm saying? All of that is a relationship, because anything you do with someone else, you have a relationship with them, whether it's your child, your mother, your twin flame, whatever. It's a relationship that you've built. So the 4th one would be something you're asking a question about, dealing with a relationship reading. So if you're asking about a relationship of some sort, let's say it's about a marriage that's ending, okay? Let's say that. So if it's about a marriage that has ended, you both are in court all the time, you both are back and forth with lawyers and all of that madness. Card 1 signifies your contribution to the relationship. Why are you here? Okay? Why are you in that situation? Okay? You brought yourself here to this reading, if it was a reading. And now it's like, why are you contributing to ending this relationship with this man or this woman, whatever? Why are you doing that? Okay? Because you might have felt like you put in a lot of hard work and a lot of effort from your focus, okay, in this relationship, in your life. They didn't want to help. They may have brought a burden to it, okay? Or maybe you focused so much on your own life and work that you ran them off. Either way, you want to know how they feeling towards you now. Card number 2. It represents the other person and his or her contribution to the relationship. So if we are talking about a relationship and we're not talking about specifically you or specifically, your lawyer, we're talking about this other person in your life. They may be celebrating, you may be celebrating. I would have to be saying, okay, this is a general reading, and yes, you know what I'm saying. So they would have to be telling you what, like on the inside, this is their subconscious. On the inside, I want to dance and celebrate because I finally get away from this person. Or maybe they're thinking, are they dancing and celebrating because they're getting away from me? You get what I'm saying? This is the other person's thoughts. Always, always, always the other person's thoughts. Or the lawyer's thoughts, because depending on the reading, or the lawyer's thoughts that they could be thinking they're going to celebrate because they think they got this case. They think they're going to win for this person and get them a whole lot of money. The third card is the ways in which these energies come together. So you may have came together. Why? Because you're in divorce court. Divorce court is on and you in it. In the kitchen, in the living room, in the building somewhere. Or you're somewhere, I don't know, but you in this situation. You, the lawyers, you and your man, you and your ex-husband, whatever, are together in this, and it brought you to this point where there will be new beginnings. Why will there be new beginnings? Because you two are separating. So there will be new beginnings for you, there will be new beginnings for them, there will be new beginnings for the lawyer, because we all have different life and different spirits. And we all must either come together or go our separate ways from somebody. Okay? So the fourth card is insight and understanding. So now you understand, okay, where the vision quest lies. You understand where you must go. You understand what you must do. You understand now. So now, after this has happened, okay, because this, from this point on, is your future. This is the now and always will be. This and from here on about is your past. Okay, and you can never go backwards. That's why there's always one card. You can never go backwards. You can always only move forward. So you know what the vision is. You know what the quest is. Now you got to move forward. Okay, they got to move forward. The kids have to move forward, back and forth. If you have children. If you don't have children, thank goodness. In a 5-card reading spread, let's see. Alright, I ain't using that one because I don't want to use that one. So, I'm going to use this one. Cross that there. Okay, this is fire and passion. Okay, so this is the drive of you, the drive of them. Who cares? It depends on the person in the reading and specifically what you want to know. And if I'm doing a general reading, then you won't know, but you will know, because I will be saying it's either you or your person. Because usually when a reading is going on, a person is usually reading, like, I don't know, 4, 5, 10, 12 different spirits, different energies. And that's why in the world they say you or your person, because they combining all those energies, all those different spirits together. Okay, so the reading would go like this. Number 1 would be in the middle. Okay, number 2 would be here. Okay, number 3 would be here, because this is past, future. This is present, past, future. Alright. Number 5 card will go here. Okay, because this is going to be in the middle. This is you. It started with you. This is where it is. And the last card and the 5th card tarot spread will go at the bottom. That's how you would do this reading. It will look like a cross. And I love cross readings. That's why you call it a cross reading. This is a cross reading because this is protection over you from the Most High and the good angels. That's why it's called cross reading. Okay, in case you didn't know that. In the fifth, in a 5-card Oracle deck reading, which is a cross reading, the layout can be used for guidance on a specific issue, which represents the issue. You got the issue. You may be the issue. And card number 2, which is the subconscious influences of which you are unaware. So like I said, this is what this person or these people think about you or feel towards you that you are unaware of. Number 3 is the future, which is an external influences of which you are aware of. So you are aware of new beginnings. You are aware that the change has happened once this divorce or ending of unspiritual balance between the two has ended, or either a good balance between the two has begun, because it could be a coming together of a new marriage. That's why y'all celebrating. That's why y'all dancing. That's why y'all got new beginnings. Okay. Number 4 is what is required for resolution, which is a vision, a quest on where to go, where to head. Okay, so let's say this is good. This is not divorce court. This is marriage boot camp. So you can prepare for a better, marriage, a better future. With fruition. Okay, and then this card is the resolution. Every time there's a problem, there may be a resolution. So you have the passion and the fire and the drive. And with that, you would read all of that. If you're reading specifically for someone, you would read it like that, and that is why you would read the oracle cards. And within yourself, you could want to know about your lovely, lovely relationship, because it's always going to give you great advice. Okay, from the world, from the energy, from the spirits, always going to give you great advice. And this is what I pulled. So I'm going to put this back in its lovely order. Oh, you know what? I'm putting these back, but I'm going to tell y'all also, because I'm a little combobulated right now. Alright, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, so I do tarot readings, as I was saying. And the tarot readings that I do are also on my channel, so check my other channels out. Subscribe to them if you want to, if you like it, if it was insightful. I always believe in doing something that's useful. Listening to something that's useful, that's going to help, that's going to work. So that's what I do. So do that. Listen to my other channels. On my new YouTube channels, I will have, when I read zodiacs, like all earth signs, all fire signs, all water signs, in different, if you want to get to exactly your zodiac, I will start from now on having the zodiacs with the timeline in the description boxes, so that you can go directly to your zodiac and you don't have to watch the whole video all the way through, because some people just want to get to the point, or their zodiac, and they don't want to have to skim through and stuff. So that was with the old videos, if you see them. But I will be making new videos today, not right now, but here in a minute I will be making a brand new video, and I think I will be starting with we'll see. So anyway, just go ahead, go to my YouTube channel at Floetic Dreams, youtube.com. It's FLOETICDREAMS. You can watch my YouTube channels. I'm working a little bit with personal readings. You know what? I may just do them. I don't know. It's kind of figured out. I like giving advice, but I also am very intuitive, empathic, and very well gifted. I have a lot of abilities that I could just talk to you about myself, besides the tarot reading. But like I said, some people like a visual, so that's what it is. I can also, talk more with you about that after, signing up and wanting to do it. I have PayPal, and Cash App. So I will be giving that information in this description box in this here. So thank you guys very much for watching my channel and subscribing and liking it. And now you know why you read tarot and why you don't read the oracle cards the same way you read the tarot cards, and why you shouldn't read it out the book, because it sounds like you're giving a description like in a dictionary, and it doesn't sound like, you know, you're using your intuition, which is what you have to use if you're gifted. Like, prime example, if I want to read out the book and I'm reading on, let me go to the first one just for an example. Let's say I'm reading Cave, okay? Cave is this. It's, well, I'll tell you what. Which one's in front of me? Crystals, focus, where's that at? Okay, so let's say I'm reading this one, and, you know, I'm not going to read a whole lot, but I'm going to just let you hear. It is time to bring your complete focus to the subject of the inquiry, eliminate all distractions, and give this your... Okay, so you see what I'm saying here? It sounds like you are reading out of the... You're reading a description, like from a dictionary. Okay, if you don't use your spirit, if you don't use your gift, or if you don't feel like somebody is gifted enough to do that, then honey, you don't need to be listening to them, and you probably don't need to be speaking. No, but seriously, that is what you need to do. You got to use your spirit, your gift, your intuition. If you're a tarot reader and you want to know, you know, what it is about, that is what it is. It was your spirit that led you to getting those oracle cards, because you know only you can read from that deck. So that's what you do. You don't just get them because. And it's also your spirit that's got to guide you in the reading and let you know what it is you're supposed to read and how you're supposed to read them. And depending on the reading that you're doing, for whether it's a general reading or for another person or for yourself, that also tells you why you don't do tarot cards on yourself. Because you could change a path that you don't need to change. You need to use your ability for that. If you are gifted like that, which I have insight, I'm empathic, I can see things for myself and know how to avoid situations that are good or bad for myself, or know how to embrace and manifest more in something that's better for me now that I'm older. So that's the advice that I wanted to give you guys. And for any more details on me about what I provide and all this and that, it will be in the description box below, so check it out. And I thank you very much for your time, and I thank you very much for allowing me to redo this for you and show you the difference in tarot and in oracles and all that. So hope you guys have a great rest of your June, what is this, June 1st, oh wow, June 1st, 2020, and thank you very, very much for your patience. Been going through a lot, and now I'm getting over it. So bless you guys. Now I'm stopping the video.